Happy St. Patrick's Day. Here's what the heck is going on. Speaking of St. Patrick's Day, St. Patty's Day, Nice Guys Pizza in Cape Coral, Florida is going viral because they're celebrating St. Patrick's Day with a leprechaun pizza. That sounds really cool. And I'm going to tell you what the ingredients are, and you're going to say, that is not cool. The pie is topped with corned beef, cabbage, potatoes, cheese, and mustard, because aren't those the ingredients that go together? They're also selling a Reuben pizza that's topped with corned beef, pickles, sauerkraut, caraway seed, Russian dressing, Swiss, and mozzarella. I'm no business analyst, but I have a feeling that Nice Guys Pizza is going to be pretty dull for business that day. Macaulay Culkin, you know him from Home Alone 1 and 2. By the way, those movies to me they always say the sequel is never better than the original. I have to say Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2, to me, stand alone perfectly as just perfect movies. Anyway, I digress. Macaulay Culkin says he never learned how to drive despite earning millions of dollars by the age of 12. His fiancee Brenda Song revealed that he also never learned how to do laundry, which I can kind of see because he was like a kid being famous acting. Brenda Song is now teaching Culkin how to drive and do laundry, so that's a good wife right there. And they got a really cute baby, too. Oh my God, here's a scary story out of Chicago. And this one is really tugging at my heartstrings right now because as a parent of 2 babies, I stayed home with my girls. If you leave them unattended for, say 5 to 10 seconds, something can completely change that fast. So just all the more reason to watch the little ones. This is a story about a 4-year-old little girl from Chicago. She survived, get this, a 10th floor fall from the building where she lived over the weekend. The girl suffered a head injury, but is in fair condition. No other injuries have been reported. The incident is now under investigation because when a child falls from the 10th floor, insane story. But a witness at the scene says it's a miracle that she survived. So I can't even imagine what it would have been like to see something like that. But thank God that little girl's going to be okay. And I will round out what's trending stories with this one because I think this is just crazy to me. And everybody talks about that 15 pounds that happens right after you get married. I think I was guilty of that. In fact, I think I might have gained 30 pounds. But it's very common once you're happy and you're in love and you found your forever and your partner and you're just like, oh my gosh, I love you. Let's eat out. That's what happens. So according to a new study by the National Institute of Cardiology, they reveal that marriage increases the risk of being overweight by 62% in men. Women also face an increased risk when they're married, but not as high as men. About 39% of them will gain weight. Married men are 3.2 times more likely to be obese than unmarried men. The study suggests that cultural attitudes towards obesity may play a role in this gender difference, but I don't know what the deal is. I guess the fellas are just happy and in love, and maybe they've got a spouse or a wife that's just, cooking some awesome homemade meals, and that's how the waistline extends. I will say this. Also, when you have babies, very, very common to gain weight. And I learned this the hard way because when our babies started getting kids' meals and stuff like that, when we had them off of bottles and, all the little baby foods and snacks, if they didn't eat their food, I'm like, oh, I'll eat that. And before I knew it, I was having my meal and probably 2 other kids' meals, or at least part of 2 other kids' meals. So very easy to gain weight when you get married and have kids. I don't know what this story's trying to tell me, that I should have gotten married or had kids. I don't regret a thing. That's what the heck is going on. As always, you can find me wherever you find your socials, at Bobby's Podcast. I'm also on major streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. Click, click, click. All the stuff is there. I am so grateful for you for your support and for watching this, and I hope you like it, and I hope you have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day, and may you have the luck of the Irish.